We are going to use business approach, real life scenarios, what you have been experiencing in your business, your day-to-day running of your business. And we think of a better way to save. We call this session Smart Savings for Solar Installers. We all know what saving is. I'm not the person that will anchor this session. It's 10 GB. Smart Tech Limited is the person that is in charge of tonight's session. Is the person that will be hearing his voice, but he's still on transit. So that is the reason I have to hold some brief for him. When he got to the house, he will inform me so that he will take it from me. So we welcome all of you for joining us in tonight's session. Isaac, you are welcome. 10 GB Smart Tech Limited, you are welcome. Tabas Talabi, you are welcome. There are some people's name that is very, very tongue twisting, so that I know will cut my tongue. We welcome everybody in tonight's session. We are going to be talking business, and we are not going to exhaust it in one night or in tonight's session alone. Throughout this year, we will be talking about this concept, smart savings. Smart savings. Why do we have to create this concept? As people that are forward thinkers, we deem it fit that we should brainstorm with other people that are coming into the industry, or people that are already in the industry, on the best way they can start the business of solar, the best way they can grow the business of solar. Not what we are saying most times is not only related to solar. If you apply it in your day-to-day, maybe the day-to-day running of your business, the business is business. When we say business, it is the same principle that we use. So irrespective of the fact that you know us from the power sector, and we are trying to bring in other things, though this particular concept is, we already have the audience and we have engaged them in one information, paid training, free training. And some of our students that had graduated from us, they chatted us up that we should bring in something that will give more value to our students. Please, am I loud and clear? Can you hear me? Very loud.
Yes, sir, you are loud and clear.
Okay. I give you an opportunity to make 1 million naira, 2 million naira as profits in the solar industry. We are aware of the fact that there's an adage that says that you should not put all your eggs in one basket. Equally, as you are growing older, maybe you might not be able to keep up with the trend in the industry. What are your plans for the future? Do you have any plan for the future? Because the time will come that you will not be able to run around again. A time will come that you will not be relevant again. Nobody reigns forever. There's always, in business, there's always diminishing return. there's nothing that diminishing return will not set in eventually at the end of your life. So when you get to 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, you might not be strong again to run this business. You might not be strong again to maybe run around, make the money you are making now. Other people will take it from you. And you might not even be able to be updated in the latest trend. So you might start deteriorating. So what are you doing to secure a stress-free future? Now, if you are 40 years, you are 30 years, you are 20 years, and you are hungry, you don't have money, you can go to your friend, guy Alpha now, in a waiting day now. Maybe you are not married, you can maybe pay a visit to your friend. But when you get to 60 years, 70 years, you will not be able to pay a visit to your friend again. You are in your house and you will not cry to anybody. So you face the music. We are not government workers. We are not politicians. Even if we were to be politicians, in my area, in my locality, I've seen people that were politicians today. They are no more in power. The government of the day doesn't favor them again. And if you look around them, you see that life is not smiling with them because they did not plan well for the future. When they saw the money, but they did not know how to invest the money. They did not know the right way to invest. They lavished the money, and before you know it, their time elapsed, and other people take the lead, and they go back to their house. Some of them, they are lucky. Some of them, they built a house that they can call their own. Some of them, most of them built a house. But you see that had it been that when they were with money, they invested in the right direction, I believe that money or that investment would have survived them even till they leave this planet. So that is what we are going to discuss. It's not going to be a one-night session or something you say, when are you people going to finish? We are going to do it regularly, maybe every week, so that we encourage you to save when you have money. If you save 1,000 naira today, you save 1,000 naira. Tomorrow you save 1,000. The next day you save, for 30 days you have 30,000. There was somebody I was talking, is it on Facebook or so, that if you do a business that can generate you 1,000, that is every day you are able to save 1,000. But if you are in Nigeria, when he made that statement, things were not like this. So you cannot be doing a business that you save 1,000 and you think that you are doing very great. But it's a nice start anyway, because if you save 1,000 every day, in 1 month, that is 30,000. And in 3 months, that is 90,000. In 1 year, but it will take long. But as you are doing that business, you will be upscaling. If you are making 1,000 this month, that means next month you should upscale, or you should go to the next level of saving 2,000 naira. And before you know, after 6 months, you should be able to be saving like 5,000. So what we are trying to bring to the table now, or the information we are about to share with everybody when it comes to smart saving, is to encourage people to put aside, save part of their money for the future. We are not talking about saving it in the bank. We are not talking about taking maybe your 1 million, go and save in the bank. You can save. There are different ways you can save your money, and in 6 months, in 1 year, you get huge return on investment. That is why we are here. That's exactly the concepts we are going to brainstorm. That is what we are going to see, how we can dissect the concept, and we attend to questions. We throw some opportunity that you can use to help yourself. You have an office. Even even though you don't have an office. There's one of our students who joined our exclusive consulting. At least I don't know whether I've shared those that testimony on any of the platform. He joined, is it 3 or 4 months ago? He paid for the exclusive consulting and we started. He told me he doesn't even have an office. He doesn't even have, he needs 3 million naira to use and start business. This year he has learned from us. He is already an electrician. Then he joined us. He's from Benin, Edo State. That he doesn't have capital, that the least he thinks he can start with is 3 million. But he doesn't have an office. He doesn't even know anything. So, okay. I was discouraged because people that we should be consulting for should be people that at least you should have an office. You should at least have brand. You should have some level of foundation. Maybe you have been doing this thing and people start knowing you. It's easier to work with those people. But somebody that is just coming in, so I was skeptical of how I'm going to navigate with him. So we started. I gave him 1 day, 2 days, 3 days class, and I needed to get feedback from him. How he's able to follow up with my training. But since he doesn't have an office, I was not able to assess him. He has not branded. In fact, he has not even registered his business. So I told him, okay, the very first thing you need to do is this business registered. He said, no. I said, first of all, go and register the business. Then when you register your business, do you have an office? He said, no. He said, okay, after you register your business, get an office. Then you see this business, don't say you want to blow one day. Start selling electrical accessories. Leave solar because if you sell solar accessories, you might stay for, if you are not really involved in solar system installation, you might buy 5 panels, come and keep. You sell one a month because you will be hungry. So start with either solar kits or electrical accessories. Those things, people are everywhere. There's no house that they don't have electricity. They are not connected maybe to the grid or generator. So there's no way that they will not need bulb. There's no way they will not need things that are related to electrical. But solar, you need to be in township. If you are in the village, it's not easy for you to survive. So that was where I ended the consulting, because the next thing should have been, if you have an office, let's see how we can brand your office. Let's see how we can brand your own business so that when somebody comes into your office, the person will know that at least you mean business. And have your social media platforms, build your website and the rest. So is it this week when we created this group, and I made a statement that the money you save today will save you tomorrow. The money you save today will save you tomorrow. He was happy about that statement. So he had to video those electrical accessories that he used those information I gave them. Each time he gets a contract, the profit, he will just push it into buying accessories and keeping it inside his room. He videoed it. I believe I put that thing on my status. I was shocked. And I look at the accessories that he has been able to afford in less than three months. He joined the exclusive consulting. I was shocked. Those accessories, if you want to value it, is more than 3 million. But this is somebody that was telling me that he doesn't have 3 million capital to start business. But in less than 3 months, with the information he was able to get, he was able to do something that marvels me. So information is very, very vital to human being, and it's only work for people that take it serious. So we might be giving free information like this. People take it serious and make life meaningful to themselves. You are not, if we teach, whether we collect you money or we don't collect you money, our own is to give you information. It is your place to put it into practice. if you like it, and the results come. If you testify, it's okay. We are happy that our information has saved a life. So I was shocked with the guy's progress, and he was telling me, sir, I'm very happy. Oh, now I'm looking for office. I say, wonderful. Even though when he gets office now, it's very easy for him to just carry those things, go and put in his office. He said he has been, because he's an electrician, each time he gets contracts, he will tell the client that they already have all these accessories, that he doesn't go elsewhere to go and buy it. So the same thing is applicable here. We can tell you now, okay, when you have contracts, get part of the profits, keep it aside. Start buying. Maybe if you have a contract now, you make 200,000. You need to set up solar in your office. If you don't have solar, use 100,000 or 150. Buy one panel and keep. The next time, buy one inverter and keep. Just like that. Before you know it, you get solar installed without even feeling the heat of putting so much money. So that is still saving. That is another way you can save. Okay, another person might say, okay, I get a contract of 5 million. Maybe if you install like a 30 kVA system, at least there's no way you will not be able to make 5 million profit. So where can you invest it? You can either put it back into the solar business, or if you can acquire a landed property, get it. Land doesn't depreciate. Or if there is any machine you need to buy, you buy. If you want to build it. So that is exactly what we are going to discuss here. Different ways you can save. You can equally invest in people. That is another way. I'm just giving you a summary of what we will discuss. You can equally invest in people. Your children, if you invest in them, is an investment. You can invest in your relatives. Even though you see somebody on the way, on the road, and you call the person, I've been seeing you roaming the street. Do you have something doing? He said, no. If I send you to learn a trade, will you love to learn? You say, yes. You invest. That is still an investment. So tomorrow, there's no way that person will come out and be, how will I put it, be successful in life that he will not remember you. So there are so many ways you can invest. There are so many ways you can invest. And at the end of the day, if you invest wisely, you get return on investment. If you don't invest wisely, you can always learn. It's a lesson. So that next time, some people invest in MMM. Some people invest in Bitcoin. Some people invest. There are different ways you can invest. So the one that you are aware of, that you can navigate, but the message we will be passing is to let you understand that one day old age will come. One day you might stay a month, you don't have contracts. Those days, those times that you don't have contracts, the money is not flowing. How have you been investing before, so that those days that money is not coming, you can still survive? Nobody will know nobody will look at you and say, "Kai, this condition don't catch this person." All these things we are going to discuss will help you know how to plan for your retirement age, rainy days, and the likes. So please, are you still with me? Are you still hearing me? Are we on the same page?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, we are hearing you.
10 GB Text Limited. 10 GB Smart Tech Limited. Are you around?
I'm hearing you clearly. I'm hearing you clearly, but I'm still in the bus. I'm not sending a clear answer to this. Hello?
I can't hear you.
Yes, I'm still in the bus, heading home.
Okay.
Heading home. But I can hear you clearly.
So you cannot present for us?
I can add to it. I can add to the discussion, but I don't know if it will be so noisy. I don't know if everybody can hear me.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
All right. We can start by one of the aspects that engineer has talked about is the habits that we all do that is allowing us not to save. That is one very important part. If we can cure ourselves of those habits, I'm telling you, we will get to the next phase, which is investment. Because you cannot invest what you do not save. And I believe you all understand this. You cannot invest what you do not save. Even though as simple as an equipment, you cannot invest or buy an equipment that you didn't plan for or plan to save. Because sometimes those equipment run into thousands of naira. And I believe we all have these experiences. In fact, to move from one simple installer to a great installer comes also into play where we have to have equipment. Even in terms of pricing, your equipment determine your packaging. Some people, you will see that people who come with their cars and you that come with your leg, people will always price you different. So I believe these aspects we're talking about is what we're all trying to help ourselves. I may not know it all. You have experiences, and I also have my experience. So just like Engineer is saying, yes. And first of all, we also look at the habits that will not make us sick. Number one of the habits that will not make us sick is one, failing to plan to save. The first thing in life one can do is when you fail to plan. Planning is very key in everything. Just like in installation, even before you install, we have to plan. We have to design how this will be done so that at the end, it will come out well. Your installation will come out well. We have to know the number of panels, seriously, and whatever you want to do to bring out the best results for you. Also, in savings, one must one must plan to save. Because if you plan, then other things will follow. So failing to plan is one of the key things or habits that we installers go through that has made us that would make us not get to the next stage of saving or get to the next stage of investing. And I believe this is one area we all face. And I like interaction because I also like everybody to contribute to discussion. Now, I would also like anyone to contribute to this so that we can all learn from each other. Now, if you have any aspects and you regard that if you fail to plan, you will not save because you will end up using money which is supposed to be your income or using expenses to blow out what you are supposed to save. So everyone here is encouraged to plan to save.
Wait, see.
Can you hear me, please? Hello, hope you are hearing me, sir. You can indicate by saying that. Hello,
We are with you. We are with you.
can you hear me?
And we are hearing you.
We can hear you, sir.
All right.
We can hear you.
Okay, that's number one. Number two is having a budget. Now, no matter what we do on a daily basis, as installers, we must have a budget and work with the budget. It means that such so that as our income are not the same monthly, also means that our expenses can never be the same on a monthly basis. So one of the key habits as engineers that we fail to do that will not allow us to save is not budgeting. What does budgeting mean? It means that a conscious effort to know your income and a conscious effort to know your expenses every month. If you can do this, you will be able to track your income of what you are getting every month because it is never going to be the same. In some months, it will be reduced. In another month, it will be higher. So tracking your income and also tracking your expenses will help you plan for the next month so that you will be within budget so that you don't fall out of budget. And in those months when your income increases, also know that based on your plan that your saving will also increase. I'll give an example. If in month one you're able to save 20,000 because your income for that month was 100,000, and then in month two your income was 200,000, it means that your savings should increase and double if you are using a certain percentage. You can decide to say 20% of my income is my savings. It means that even when you increase it to 200,000 or increase it to 400,000, 20% of your income goes into your savings. And your savings must be planned. That is why number one still come back to play. Planning to save. If you don't plan to save, then you will not have your savings to work for you in the future. Because it is still your savings that can do what you need to do. Or it is that your savings that can take you to the next phase of investment. Even when you want to start buying and selling, it is that your savings you can apply and say, let me touch this money, buy some items, and then sell it off to make more profit. Because when you buy and sell, you're making profit. And that profit becomes part of what you are not even working for. But when you buy and you sell, you're not totally working. You are always selling and making profit while you're still doing your installation as it goes. So key areas that make us as an engineer not fail. That's what we are looking at. This habit will make us not fail. And thank God the engineer have introduced it. We are here to help each other. Instead of only just telling you about installation, we are also helping you to grow your wealth. We're also helping you to see various ways, see various opportunities that we have, grants that we can apply to get applications. But we must put systems in place. Systems must be in place. So if you are here, you don't have a business name or you don't have a company name, it is also very important. It is still from your savings that you start planning all these processes. Because there are some stages and some contracts you want to go for. If you don't have a name or a business name, or all of this will not work for you because it's a phase. Every phase of company, every stage you move on to is a phase. So like I said, I don't know if anybody can say what I said. One of the habits that has helped us, that will not allow us to save, is what? I don't know if anybody is following me. I said that one of the habits, one of the first habits I mentioned that will not help us save. Please, you can use your mic. I like class the interactive so that we can follow. I know that people are following what I'm saying. Is anybody here can tell us one of those key areas, one habit that will not help us save, and it's number one in all. Please use your mic, please. Please use your mic. You can please tell us one of the things I mentioned. I've mentioned two things already.
Lack of planning.
Yes, planning. Thank you very much. Once you plan, once you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's the adage. Once you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Just like you plan everything, you must plan to save. You can decide to use percentages. You can decide to use a fixed amount. All of these will help you save to get to the next level. Number 2 is budgeting. What was
Budget.
budgeting your expenses to, so that your expenses should not be more than your income. Because once your expenses becomes more than your income, then you will not save. So with good budgeting skills, you'll be able to track your income and also your expenses. So this is one area we all fail as installers. Now another thing that has helped that is stopping us to save is what we call impulse buying. Impulse buying means, or emotional buying. It means that once you make that contract or you hit that contract and you make some profit, you don't plan, you just buy things on plan. It is very important, just like planning to save, that you also plan to spend. Because if you don't plan, you will buy everything that you want, everything that comes across your way, you will buy, including you will buy off your profit. It means that some people don't have control. I can even use myself. I may not have control on what I buy, but if you have discipline about what you buy or what you intend to buy, then you will not be controlled by impulse buying or emotional buying. It means that you just make some money and then you buy anything that you see, anything that you want. It could be whatever it is. Buying using impulse is one area that will never allow us to save. Buying using impulse is one thing that will never allow us to save. I don't know if you got my point for number 3. It means impulse buying, emotional buying. You've made money, and all of a sudden, because you've made money, you just feel that now that you've made money, it is time to spend. Spend and spend and spend. Instead of, first of all, looking at your plan. What was my plan? I am to save certain amount of money or certain amount as savings, so that this savings will move on to the next stage. I can do other things with it. I can invest. I can buy to resell. Whatever you want to do with your savings will be done only when you will control your expenses. Only when you're not being emotional about buying things. You go anywhere, you buy these things. You go to this particular place, you buy anything. These are one of the challenges we face as engineers. That includes family. It's not just about personal expenses. It also includes family expenses. But if you control yourself on impulse buying or emotional buying, then we'll be able to get to the next stage of saving. Because what is the goal? Our goal is to save. What is the goal? Our goal is to save. We'll be looking at different ways you can save in the future or even in our next class. But this, we're looking at habits that will not allow us to save. Once we can cure these habits, then we'll be able to save and move next to the next stage of our savings or investment. I don't know if you've gotten me. If you're hearing me, please. I just mentioned number 3. You can just state it and clarify that you are hearing me.
Hear you, sir.
We are with you.
We are hearing
All right.
you.
The next one is lifestyle. Our lifestyle is also one of the greatest aspects why we cannot save. What do you mean by lifestyle? What we do regularly. Those things that really eat up our money. It could be gambling. It could be whatever thing that regularly eats us. Whatever things that we cannot do without. It could be clothing. It could be partying. It could be whatever that you do on a monthly or on a weekly, just because you make money. Those things will also reduce our saving habits. But remember, if you still have plans from point one, which I said planning, you will now know that, okay, I will set aside so amount of money, so amount of money for so things. If it is partying, okay, I'm setting aside 10% of my income for party, for any form of lifestyle that is taking care of your money. Then, with that continuous habit, you will be able to save. That's where lifestyle can be one of those things that can take up money that we might need to save for the future, or money that we need to save for investment. Remember, without savings, investment cannot come into play. So that is why we are dealing more on savings. It is when you save, you can start to buy and sell. It is when you save, you can even buy distress sales. There must be distress sales of batteries, inverter, whatever it is, somewhere. And with that distress sale, you can make times two of that money. I have gotten a distress sale when I bought something of 250,000. I remember that I was able to sell that particular thing for 500,000, making a whooping 250,000 instantly. This is not installation. This is not climbing of the roof. This is not climbing the panel. No, I made instant 250,000 just because I took opportunity from my savings of buying the product which was on distress and selling it at what? At a higher gain. So, savings play a lot of things for us, and that is why we are capitalizing on this. So, you can see number 4, one of the things that can stop us or hinder us from saving is our lifestyle. Think about it. What is that thing that is taking your money from you unnecessarily, unplanned? What is that habit? Something must kill a man. What is that thing that is taking your money from you that will stop you from saving? What is that thing that is robbing you of your future? Remember, everything you do today is robbing you of your future. It is that future that we are trying to safeguard. Remember, we will never be the same. You are 30 years today, you are 40 years today, you are 50 years, you can never be the same. You are your own boss. So people will say you can even go and have what we call insurance. We will talk about insurance in the future. Having life insurance. These are all parts of saving for your future. Because you can never be the same always. We also talking about scaling. How do you scale your business? That we'll discuss. Because you cannot do everything. You need to have departments. You need to dedicate things for yourself. You need to delegate things. All of these are different ways you can scale. You can be in Lagos, you can be in Port Harcourt, you can be in any part of the state by scaling. But for you to get to this stage, it also goes back to savings. It is that savings that gives you money. It is that savings that you can use to invest. It is that investment that you can use to open a company in Lagos and also open a company in Abuja or open a company in Enugu. So it is not a small thing, as simple as this savings as it speaks. It is something that is huge, but it has to start now from our habits. So that is why we decided to bring this topic up, so that as people are making money now, or if you are not making that much, we want to help you see how you can grow that savings to another level, and from that level to another level, to a level where you are bigger than what you think you are today. So that is why we talk about lifestyle. Lifestyle is one of those things that can cut short your savings. If you continue to feed that lifestyle without planning from number one, I'm not saying that a certain lifestyle is not good. Yes, I'm only saying that you should be conscious. One should be conscious, and one should have a plan and dedicate to the plan to say, okay, my lifestyle. I want 10% of my profit to go to my lifestyle. Instead of not having a plan at all, and you're giving 60% of your profit as lifestyle, it means that your savings will be affected. It also means your savings will be affected. So please, I would like to recap again from the beginning to now. I have spoken about 4 things, and I will start with the number 1. Number 1, I said planning, not planning to save. Everything we do needs a plan. Who can please tell me what number 2 is? If you are following, what number 2 is? I would like some people to contribute.
Budgeting.
What was number 2?
Budgeting.
Budgeting. Can you in your own words explain what budgeting means? In your local way, you don't need to say it just in your best knowledge. What is budgeting? How can
Okay.
budgeting help you and help your business? Go ahead, please.
Okay. To my biggest understanding, budgeting means how you plan the amount of money used for your expenses and the amount of money used for your business. The way you allocate
That
your
is
money
correct.
into different aspects of your business.
That is correct. Knowing how much how much is your income, and also knowing how much is your expense. If your income increases, you can decide to increase your expenses, but you must follow a plan. But you must what? You must follow a certain plan. Do not allow your expenses go above what? Your income. Because even in this business, your equipment can get spoiled alongside. You can have a drilling machine, and all of a sudden your drilling machine got spoiled. What would you do if you don't have savings? It means that you are on your own insurance as a beginner. When you start a business, you are your first insurance. I don't know if you understand what insurance means. You are the first person to save your own business, even before you go for things like loan or things like borrowing. You are your first insurance. You are the one to save your business. You can have theft. Your equipment can get missing. It is also from your savings that all of this can come into play. So you can see that your savings is very, very important. Your savings is very, very important. So budgeting is very, very key as a business to help you move to your next stage of saving or investment. Now, please, who is there can tell me number 3? What is that thing that can stop us from saving to achieve our goals? What is that thing that can stop us from building our future, achieving the future that we desire? It is not just for ourselves, but for our family and for our children. So it goes beyond ourselves. People think that goes today. His business has gone beyond himself. He has gone beyond his immediate family. It has gone to his next generation. How do you want to see your business? Do you want to see your business cut short because you failed to plan your business? Do you want to see your business cut short? So please, what is number 3? What is that thing that is stopping us from saving and is affecting our business? It's affecting me, it's affecting you. Is anyone here, apart from the first contributor, that can say the number 3 that I mentioned so far?
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle. Your lifestyle. That was correct. Lifestyle was what I mentioned, but number 3 wasn't lifestyle. Number 3 was impulse buying, emotional buying. What do I mean by impulse buying or emotional buying? It means that we see anything and we buy it. We see anything that comes to our mind, or based on emotion, and we buy it, or based on a friend, because we saw a friend bought it, You too, you buy it. That money that you would have used to save for equipment, because you saw somebody bought something else that is pleasing, that is not related to a business, you yourself go to buy. You don't have self-control. That's impulse buying. Not having self-control on buying, that is impulse buying. It means emotional buying. Buying anything because you don't have a plan. If you can buy anything because you don't have a plan, it means that you can dip your hand into your savings and buy anything because you are trying to satisfy yourself. But remember, what you are saving is not just for yourself. It is something that can save your business for unforeseen change. This is something that can save your business from unforeseen happenings. Anything can happen to anyone. I've seen strange things. I have seen an installer fall from the roof in this business and broke his leg. What will you fall back into? It is rosy for everybody now. It can be rosy. You can have that contract for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. If you don't plan to save, what will save you one day is where you fail to save. Where you fail to save, plan not to save. So we are trying to stop this habit. We are trying to re-educate ourselves. We are trying to re-inform ourselves on what is that thing that can stop us from saving. Because it's saving that we can grow to a larger form of saving. It's that larger form of saving that can go to the next stage of investment that we'll be looking at in this group. And I believe that with what we are saying, we are communicating something that will touch you. We are communicating something that will heal and help our future. And that is why we decided to create this group. And that's why we decided to create this forum. To teach ourselves, not just ourselves, to share our experiences with each other. And I believe we are making a lot of sense by helping us. Another thing is breadwinner mentality. Breadwinner mentality or responsibility mentality. I know as installers, we are faced with a lot of responsibility. Some of us are single, some are married, some have siblings, sisters, brothers that will always drag you down even when you try to move up. But my brothers and sisters, or my brothers in this group, if you plan not to have a dedicated amount for your business or to have a savings, even to a bank, or through a system of contribution, or through any means that money that you don't touch, your business will go down. Remember, your business is different from your personal life. A business is different from a person. You are different from a business. Your business is ABC. I'll use Subway for example. Subway is a company and a business that need to survive. You, Asan, is a different person that has needs, that have wants, that have uncontrollable things that can affect him. Your business can be ABC, and you are Ahmed. Your business is different from your person. You must draw a line between business and your personal life. That is why in business, they will always tell you to pay yourself. It is the money that you use to pay yourself. It is that money that you use to cater for family. If you are going to use business money and mix it with family life, your business will die off slowly. Because your family will kill your business. Because your sisters, your cousins will kill your business. I'm not saying that you cannot train your brother, your sister, or your family in business. What I mean is that there is a stage where you get to that you will be bold enough to do it. It all starts with that little savings that you start with. Because it is that little savings that will grow from 200,000, 300,000 to 400,000 to 1 million to 3 million. And then you can start investing. You can start to invest 1 million into an investment. That investment will continue to grow and grow even while you still take care of your family. Remember, your family, if you don't control between your lifestyle between your business and your family will kill your business. But if you can control if you can create that difference between your business and your business will survive and your business will continue to grow your family will continue to feed your family. So you must draw a line between your business and your family. I don't know if you understand this thing, what I'm saying. I am not saying that you should not take care of your family. Neither am I saying that you should not take care of your siblings or your family. I'm only saying that it is through the same planning. This is number one. It is through the same planning that you have done in number one that will help you grow. That is where the planning comes into be. You may be different from me. A is different from B and different from C. A can be a single person. In fact, if you are single, you are in a better position. You must draw a line between your business and yourself because your business is different from your personal needs. You must know when to save, when to buy, when to invest. Because it is that business that will save you. In fact, it is that business that will save your family. But if you follow your family first, your business, which is your family, which is the expenses, will kill your business, and then both of you will die. You will not be able to grow your business, and you will not be able to feed your family. But if you draw a line between your business will grow, and then you will still be able to feed your family, and also still grow your business. So the breadwinner mentality is killing your. If you don't draw a line between it, if you don't draw a line between your business and yourself, if you don't draw your line between your and your personal expenses, if you don't draw a line by budgeting, knowing what your income is and knowing what your expenses is, if you don't, your business will die slowly. We are in this forum to help your business grow. That is why we created this forum. We're in this forum to help you grow to the next level, where you can access bigger loans, where you can access grants, where you can access even OEM organizations that are bringing in. Even now, even as a business, imagine you want to have an OEM agreement or become an authorized dealer with any solar company in Nigeria. You have certain amount of money that you must have. So, like Felicity, I heard about Felicity. You must, for you to become, you don't understand what they gain. They enjoy products at discounts that you cannot get from other places. So you can become an authorized dealership. How can you get to that level? Is where you start from now, by planning, by budgeting, by controlling impulse buying, by separating your business from yourself, separating your business from your family. You're separating by controlling your impulse buying. All of these points we are mentioning is what can help you. It's what can help you. I don't know if you are getting my point, and if you can relate to what I'm saying. I would like someone to share any opinion or anything about the last one I just mentioned. How this can kill your business and how you drawing the line between it can save your business. Is anybody in this group? Please share your opinion. You are also a business person.
What we are saying here is not peculiar to the solar business alone. It cut across any business you are doing, your personal life. So it's not like what we are saying here is peculiar to the solar industry. Maybe if you want to grow your solar industry, it's general. Business is business. So even though you are selling provision shop, even though you are selling in the open market, even though you are a civil servant, even though you're a politician that sees money on a daily basis, maybe for 8 years, if you don't plan, if you don't budget, oh, the same thing will happen. It's something that's cut across every facet of life. That is why how I understand it. It's not whether you have started your solar business or not, or whether you are in the solar industry or not. It applies to every business or even our lifestyle. Thank you.
All right. So there's one thing I will leave for everybody in the whole stuff. Now, there's this thing saying that no matter how much you earn, if you cannot save when you have small, you can never save when you have big. No matter how much you earn, if you do not have the habit of saving this when you have small, you will also not save when you have big. Put this in your mind today. No matter how small you earn, that is why the budgeting comes in. Even though you earn small, try and save some for tomorrow. It is that sum that you save for tomorrow that will move on to the next stage. In fact, imagine you have a savings of 1 million naira and there's a distress sale. Somebody wants to sell something and you can access 200,000 to buy that thing. And then you sell it up for 350. Do you know that your savings has become an investment for you? You have instantly gotten 150,000 naira without installing anything, without climbing the roof, without risking your life. You have gotten 150,000. So, but before you can get to that stage where you have a capital of 1 million naira, or before you can get to that stage where you have a capital of 500,000, it has to do with your little savings. So that is why savings is number one. Without savings, you cannot even go to the next stage we'll be talking about in this group. So that is why we are emphasizing on this topic. Reasons why we cannot save. If we can fight this reason why we cannot save, then we will move on to the next stage where we now learn how to invest. What to do without your money when you have 2 million. What to do without your money when you have 3 million or when you have 5 million. How can you multiply it? We have several things we will talk about how you can multiply this money. But one of the first ways to start is to use your savings to buy and sell because you are in the solar business. Because you are still active, there are things you can buy. You can even start with breakers. Start with a breaker box as an installer. Imagine you have all the sets of breaker box. Every time you want to do installation, you have the set of breaker box. You buy it at a cheap price from the market and you sell it at a margin or a profit of 2,000 for every installation. Without doing anything, you are making money. Your savings is becoming an investment. You can decide to go start by saying you are buying electrical wires. That all the installations you are doing, it is from you buy them in bulk. Instead of buying in pieces, you go and buy a whole roll of red wire, 100 yards of red wire. Buy it in bulk. And when you have installation, go and cut the number you have cut in your quotation. The customer wants 20 yards. Now you bought that thing in rolls. You go and cut 20 rolls and you sell it at retail price. If you bought it at 900, you are selling it at 1.4, for example. You are making 500 on that electrical yard already. If you can even go further, you can buy battery. It doesn't matter. No, it does not matter where you are. You can start from anywhere. It doesn't matter if you don't have a shop. You can start from anywhere. If you have a shop and you have the capacity, fine. In your shop can be your first buying and selling position, which is the smallest thing you can do. It means that you have a savings of 200,000 and you take 100,000 as investment. No matter what you use, do not exhaust your savings. If you have 300,000, you can decide to invest 250 or 300,000 in your savings, from your savings, and keep the remaining as your savings and invest it. Because remember, what does investment means? Investment means putting your money into something that will generate another money for you while you are working or not working. And one aspect of it is to buy and sell. Another aspect is to do referral. Go to a company that is selling, help them to sell. Help them to sell. When you help them to sell, you will make commission. Or when you're helping them to sell, you can buy something at a price and then and then and then use that certain amount of money to invest. You can always invest in the smallest of way. Remember, it is your savings that will take you to the next level. When you want to attend that training that is paid for, it is your savings that you take it from, so that you will not be stressed. So the same way you save for investment, you can also save for training. That is where the planning comes in. 10% for investment, 10% for training, 10% for what? For equipment, 20% for my family, 20% for the expenses that I use to run my business. I don't know how your business is. I don't know the level of capital you are running right now. No matter what the capital you are running right now, it is planning and budgeting that can take you to the next level. That is why this key area we are talking about is very important. I think we are taking
Please,
so much of
please,
the time, and
please, can you come
I
again?
would like Kenny Asang to summarize this class and let's call it a day. We will have another class dedicated for this session. Thank you very much. I'm 10GB. I'm also a family installer. Though I came from a background of finance, I'm also an accountant by training. So thank you so much for your time. Your time coming here is not wasted. May God bless your week as you approach the week that comes. May God give you that paying customer, that you will have something to save for yourself and also for your family, to take care of your family. We're in this business to survive. We will all survive and we'll move on to the next level. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for all your contribution. Engineer Sang, thank you, sir, for this platform you've given us to contribute to help others and help ourselves. Thank you so much.
I'm with you. I can hear you.
All right, I think we're running up for this. We should run up for this section. We've taken so much time already,
All
so
right.
that
All
we can
right.
all go and rest and have a rest. We'll
Okay.
continue from the next class.
Hello. What up, this?
Okay. Thank you, 10GB Smart Tech Limited, for the wonderful presentation. We will have another session another day. We are talking about how to save, because most times you might save 100,000 naira before, if you are not if you don't really get much, you can save 100,000 naira before a year runs out. You make 1 million, and you can start planning with that. Maybe like what he said, if you want to be an importer, you need huge amount of money. So if you want to buy anything, machine or anything, you need to plan, you need to budget. It talks about impulse buying, lifestyle, the breadwinner mentality, that you need to take care of everybody in your family, including people in your village. He's saying that those things will weigh you down. It will not allow you to save for the future. It will weigh you down. It will not. It will destabilize your business to the point you might go bankrupt. So he's trying to advise us to have a plan, have a budget. We should stop spending unnecessarily. The small money we are making in this industry, let us know how to utilize it, so that at old age we know that we already make plans for our retirement, or for our old age, so that when it is old age, I've been seeing some people, maybe I say this man, when he was a guy, he was well to do, but you look at him at old age, you say, wow, now wow, because the person might not have planned his future. He did not plan for his old age. So we don't want installers, if you are in the industry, to do like that. You can make money in the industry and you invest in another industry. There's no problem. All we have to look at how lucrative is the industry I'm about to invest into. So that is basically what we are going to be discussing. By things, this one is not that you need practical or that we should hold a physical training. Is something that we all can start thinking about how we can change our lifestyle, excessive spending, and the rest. So I would believe if we do like this, the future will not will not disappoint us. We'll be happy to face the future with pride. And somebody said that the future you want to live in, you have to build it. You are the person that will create your own future, not me, not your parents. It's only maybe if you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth. But even then, your parents might be rich, well-to-do. They will play their own part. When they leave this planet, we have seen it in the society. Parents built houses everywhere, landed property. When their tenure expires, they leave this planet. The children will come and sell all those things. But your own, what are you keeping for your children to come? That will be coming. So we are trying to just pass the message. It is your place to put this message into practice. Put it into practice. If your business is not registered, plan to register it, because you are thinking of, I don't have contract. One day contract will come and they will ask you, are you a registered company? Don't say I can install. Are you a registered company? Do you have your own company? Where is your certificate? Your CAC certificate? Let's see it. So go and register your company. It's not costly. At least go and register your company. You have different you don't just, if you are running a solar company, don't register it as a sole proprietorship. Register it as a company, and when the opportunity comes, you'll be glad that, thank God I registered it. So this is where we are going to draw a curtain on tonight's session. In the absence of any question or any comment, we'll tell everybody good night. So let's